Hey there everyone, what's up? This is Ram here and I hope that you all are doing well. So today we are going to code this publishing company Golden Horse project. So this Golden Horse project, as I have showed you the overview of this project in the last video, it is done now and we are going to code for this, and in this you are going to learn some new and different techniques of HTML and CSS using Bootstrap framework. So this is the site you already viewed in the overview. Without a further ado, let's get started and let's start coding. First of all, let me tell you the images I have used in this project. I've got these images from unsplash.com, and the hero image is from the library. Okay, not Libra, sorry, it is about library. And let me show you that in the library I have got I just typed library keyword, and from this I have got that image, this one. Okay, here is the image, indoors interior design, and this is the image. Okay, and the others I've got from by using the book or books keyword. So all the images I've got from this unsplash.com. Okay, let's go to the code editor. If you are following me, you know that I'm using VS Code Editor, and if you are new, then for you guys I'm using Visual Studio Code Editor. I have already created a folder on my desktop, and that folder name is publishing, and this one, the site of this example or the sample site, its name is, the title of this is book. Okay, so we are going to create this web page in a publishing folder. I've already downloaded the images within the images folder. Now another thing, I'm using Bootstrap. If you are following me, you know, and if you are new, then for you guys, that I'm using Bootstrap, and I have installed the Bootstrap 4 extension in my VS Code editor. So here, if you are using VS Code editor, then you can see that here is the extension tab or icon. So here, just type Bootstrap 4 and Bootstrap. Here you can see that Bootstrap 4, and I'm using this one. Okay, you can see that it is installed, and it is giving me the option of uninstalling. So I'm using this Bootstrap 4, and for this, what I'm doing usually, I just here in the I'm in the blank folder. In my folder with a blank space, I'm going to create a page, index.html. Sorry, it's index.html. Okay, and I need another folder for my CSS, so main.css. Here within this index.html, I'm going to type b4. Let me show you b4. This is for the extension. Okay, and it is the IntelliSense is showing me the option, so I'm just going to press enter or tab, so you guys can see that here is the starter template of Bootstrap. Otherwise, if you're not using this one, then you go to getbootstrap.com website, and from there copy the starter template. If you don't know how to do that, follow any of my previous video. In that I have mentioned that how to get the Bootstrap template. Okay, here in the title, I want to change the title. I want to give this title Publishing Company. Okay, and then I need font awesome icons. So first of all, for font awesome icons, here is the start font awesome. Okay, and you guys have to go there and mention your email address, and you guys will get the code. For me, I have got my code already, and my code is here. I'm just going to copy this. I've already saved the code. Okay, so I'm not going to follow the process again and again. So I just copied the code here, and I'm just going to paste it here. Font awesome icon code. Again, if you are new here, you don't know, then I'm just telling you that you have to mention your email address to fontawesome.com here, and they will send you the instructions in your email. Follow those instructions and you will get that kit code. And because I'm using every time this, so I'm using this CDN code. If you want, you can download also, okay, but I'm not downloading it. I'm just using a CDN. So here is my code, and I just use it in the head section by copying and pasting. Okay, now the next thing is Google Fonts. So Google Fonts, I want to go I want to choose actually Poppins. I have used the Poppins folder. Sorry, here is the Poppins. I'm using this Poppins font in this, and again I'm using the CDN. If you guys want to download the family, you can download it. And here I'm going to use the light version 300. Then I want to use the regular 400, and then medium 500, and then I want to go with the bold. Here is the bold 700. Okay, and here is the embed option. I am going to embed tab, actually embed button, and I'm going to copy this HTML code from here. I want to paste it in the head section, and it has for CSS, here is the code. I'm just copying it, and what I'm going to do in my main.css, let me say body, and here is the code. Okay, let's save it, and let's save this one also. Okay, so here is the main or the starter of this template is done. Now we have to code in the body section. So first of all, what I'm going to do, we have to create a navigation bar, Navbar. So for that, I am going to not a Navbar actually. First of all, we have to create this head section. Okay, these social icons, title or logo, and the tagline, and this search form. Okay, for this I'm going to have a division, assigning it a class. The class is going to be container, and I want to use it container fluid to make it responsive, and then padding left and right and medium. On medium devices, this is what I'm defining the breakpoints. And then I want to use the padding top is going to be 4, and then I want to use again padding top medium 5. Okay, so within this division I want to have another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be raw, and sorry, not here, but here, raw. And then I want to go with the justify content between, and then we have to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 8, and then order, and then the order of this, like in which order it has to be. So this should be on medium devices, the order is going to be last. And then I want to have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw again. And then after, let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium and 6. And then let's have a text is going to be center. Then after, I would like to go with an anchor tag, assigning it a class, and the class is going to be Navbar Brand. Okay, it is for the logo, it's a Bootstrap class. Okay, Navbar Brand. And then I want to use the href, and you guys, if you want, you can link here. and I want to name this golden, and I want to use a span element. Within this I want to say horse. Golden Horse is the name of the publishing company. Okay, then after I would like to use a small element, and I would like to assign it a class, and this class is going to be text dark, and text dark is going to have a text. This text is going to be publishing company. Okay, and let me add the C capital, publishing. Okay, publishing company. Then after, first of all, let's save it and let's see what's going on in the browser. I'm using the live server, and here is my live server. So this is the title. The title of the page we are creating is publishing company. Okay, and the one I've already created is book, and it's taking time. So here is the Golden Horse Publishing Company. Okay, now what we have to do next is to create a form. The form, and for the form, first of all, I would like to go with a division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be column medium 6, and then display on medium devices is going to be in flex, and then justify content, and justify content, and end, like the order is going to be, if you guys know about the flex box, it has the specification of end and first and last and middle and all that. Okay, so I want to show this in the end, and then margin bottom with on medium devices is going to be 0, and then again margin bottom is going to be 3. So here, let me close this division, and I would like to go with the form element, so assigning it a class, and this class is going to be search form, and order. Here I'm again using the order property, so order is going to be last on large devices, and then I want to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be form group, and the form group display is going to be flex, and then I would like to go with input element, and we would like to have a type. The type of this input element is text. Then let's have a class. The class is going to be form control. Again, it's a Bootstrap class, and then padding left is going to be 3. And then I would like to use a placeholder. So first of all, let me bring it here. So the placeholder is going to be search, and then we have to close it. Okay, then after, we would like to go with the button element, and the type of this button element is going to be submit, and then we have to use the placeholder, and the placeholder is going to I don't want to add anything here, just class, and the class is going to be form control, and form control. Okay, let me bring it here. So the form control and form control search. Okay, and then we have to go with the span element here in this section. So the span element, it is going to have a class, and this class is going to be FES, for awesome icon class, FES FA search, and the text is going to be dark, and span element is close, and the button is closed, and the div is closed, and the form is also close. Let's save it and move on to the browser. Okay, so the search element, the the search input form, and this is the icon. Okay, font awesome icon. Now what we have to do next is to create the markup for these social icons. Okay, so here we are, and now we have to say that so let me bring it here. Okay, and here, just for my convenience, I just want to say end of search. Okay, just for my convenience, not to mix or not to go with everything, not messing with everything. Okay, so here I want to have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 4 and then display flex. Okay, and then I would like to go with the division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be social media, and then I would like to go with the p element, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be margin bottom 0 and display flex. Okay, margin bottom 0, display flex, and then I would like to go with an anchor tag href, and I don't want to have anything here yet, and I would like to go with a class, and the class is going to be display flex, align items, and align items, actually here is a mistake, align items center, and then I would like to say, let me break it, and justify content center, and justify content center, and then I would like to go with the span element, and here we are. So the span element is going to have a class, and this class is going to be Facebook. So Facebook, and then would like to go with a font awesome icon, and the font awesome icon again is going to have a sorry, not a font awesome icon. In the span I have mentioned the font awesome icon, and then I want to use the I element. Here I want to use it for screen only. Okay, screen only, and then I want to have a Facebook. Okay, and you know what, let me copy and paste it, and we will change this. So copy this, paste it here and here. Now the next one is, it's going to be Twitter, and then after here I would like to go with the Instagram. Okay, let's save it. It's done. Let's go back to the browser and see. Okay, so we do have the 3 social media icons. Now we have to I think we should style this first, and then we can go to the navigation bar. Okay, so let's go to the main.css and let's style this. First of all, before styling it, the color I would like to use in this, I just want to create a root, and I want to use the variables. So here is the root element, and the color is going to be, I want to say main color, and the main color of this web page is going to be this one, CDA45E. Okay, and wherever I'm going to use this, I'll tell you that I'm going to use a variable, and this is the variable I've declared here, so I would like to use this one in all of my page. Okay, then after, if you guys want to use the transition or the specific type of transition or any sort of other colors, you can declare them here and then use on the from this variable, like main color or text color or font color, whatever you want to name it, or whatever it seems easy to you, go for that. Okay, now I would like to think, let me check something. Okay, then I will be back to you guys. Here is the so I think first of all let me go with the Navbar brand. Okay, so here is the Navbar brand, the Navbar brand. And first of all let me check, okay, if I have Navbar brand. Okay, this class I'm going to use. So Navbar brand, and here I would like to use the color. So how I'm going to declare these root colors, or this root color here in the Navbar, I would like to go with the variable and then parenthesis, and then here I want to say main color. Okay, and I want to go with the semicolon. And there is another thing, what I can do, I'm just telling you that if I just say main color in VS Code editor, I can go with this. Okay, so the variable and the main color. Sorry, before I just used the V capital, I don't have to use the V capital. Okay, so it's a main color, and then I'm used to go have a semicolon. Okay, then I would like to go with the text transform property. So here the text is going to be uppercase. Okay, then the next thing is font weight, and I'm going to use the bold. Then I would like to go with the font size, and the font size is going to be 22 pixels. And after that I would like to go with the line height, and the line height I would like to go with 1.2. and then after I would like to go with the margin bottom, and the margin bottom is going to be 30 pixels. Okay, let's save it. And okay, nothing happens here yet. Then after we have to go with the Navbar brand, and then the span element, where I would like to go with the color, and the color is going to be black, the span element. Okay, if I use important flag, let me check. Okay, it's not working here, so I'll check it. Don't worry, we will fix all these issues if we are going to have now. Then we are going to use the Navbar brand, and let's use the social Navbar brand small. Let me show you. Navbar brand small element, and here I would like to say display. The display is going to be block, and font size is going to be 13 pixels. And then I would like to go with the font weight. So the font weight here I would like to use normal, and then I would like to go with the color. So the color of this is going to be black, and then after I would like to, not a black actually, let me use RGBA, and it is going to be 0, 0, 0 and 0.3. and okay, and then I would like to go with the letter spacing. So the letter spacing I would like to go with the 3 pixels. And then after, let's have Navbar, it's a class actually, Navbar brand, and the Navbar brand is going to have a hover, and then after Navbar brand is going to have a focus for small devices, and for focus I would like to go with the color, and the color is going to be main, let me see, variable, and the variable is main, the variable, and it is going to be main color, so main, okay, main color. Okay, let's save it, and here is the problem. I have to use the curly braces. So this is what we have done so far, but there is some problem here that it is not affecting here, it's not showing. Let's do this and we will fix the issues. Don't worry about it. Here is the span. So let me check again. Okay, the Navbar brand. Okay, and the span I've got, the Navbar brand has this golden class, and it didn't get it. Then a horse, it's also not, it didn't get this. Then the small is publishing company. Spelling is correct, B-R-A-N-D, brand. Let me check, B-R-A-N-D, brand. I need to check. I know it's wrong, but it's not working out, so that's why I'm just checking that where the problem is. We'll fix it, don't worry about it. So the main color is okay. I cannot see the errors, but let's do with the social media, and then we'll back to this. Okay, social media, and the social media is going to have a display, not inline, it's inline block. And then I would like to go with the media, hold on, at media, and maximum width is going to be 991 pixels, and is going to have a social media, and this social media is going to have a margin. The margin is going to be 0 and auto. And then I would like to go with another media, and here it is, and here I would like to say 767 pixels, and here the margin bottom is going to be 20 pixels, so 20 pixels. And then after margin bottom is going to be 20 pixels, then I would like to go with the pay element, and for that let me bring it here. So social media, and social media pay element, and the anchor tag, and the border is going to be 1 pixel, solid, and then it is going to be black. And the width, actually there is a construction going on in my neighbors, so if you guys are hearing some kind of noises, please bear with me. And then we have a width is going to be 40 pixels. Then we have to go with the height, and the height is also going to be 40 pixels. And then we have a border radius. The border radius is going to be 50%. And then we have a margin left. The margin left is, sorry, margin right, not the left, margin right is going to be 4 pixels. And then we have to go with the text decoration, it is going to be none. And we have to go with the, again, let me get the same selector, copy this, paste it here, and let's have a span element, and here the color I would like to go with 4D 4D 4D. Okay, and then we have to go with the selector, same selector but hover, and here I would like to go with the background. So the background is going to be main color, and then I would like to go with the border color, and it is also going to be main color. And then I would like to go with the then I would like to go with the social media and P element, and then again hover, and then span element, and here the color is going to be white. Okay, now let's work with the search form, and the search form is going to have a height. The height is going to be 50 pixels. Then we would like to go with the background, background, and background is going to be RGBA 000 and 0.7. and then I would like to go with the overflow, and the overflow is going to be hidden. Then the border radius, so the border radius is going to be 40 pixels, and okay, then I would like to go with the media queries. So the minimum width of this is going to be 992 pixels. Okay, and then I would like to go with the search form. So the search form width is going to be 300 pixels, and then we have to go with the search form, and then form control, and then we have to go with the width, and the width is going to be calc. I'm using the calc function, 100% minus 50 pixels, and then I would like to go with the border. Border is going to be none, and then I would like to go with the border radius actually, and the border radius is going to be 0, and then we would like to go with the background, and the background here is going to be RGBA 000 and then 0.7, and where does it come from? Okay, and then we would like to go with the background is going to be, actually it is going to be 0.6. okay, and then I would like to go with the color. So the color is going to again have a RGB, and here it is going to be 7. And then I would like to go with the font size, and the font size, it is going to be 14 pixels. Then after, let's have a search form, and then a search class where the width is going to be 50 pixels, and the height is going to be a 50 pixels again, and the background is going to have a again the main color. So let me get this selector, copy this, paste it here, and I would like to go with the span element. So here the font size is going to be 16 pixels with color, and the color is going to be white. Let's save it. As I was expecting, you know, let's use some important flags here. Important, and then important, and then this main color is also going to be important. Let's save it. Okay, it's not working. You know, in fact, this navbar didn't respond well. Nothing is working. I really don't know, but we will fix this issue. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me have a glass of water. And here my markup is also fine. I need to find the mistake, but first of all, let's search social media, then the span element, and then really I don't have idea why it's not working. But you know what we can do first? Let's create the navigation bar, and then we will fix the issues. If I'll get any issue in the navigation bar, then I'll understand the problem. And then I think that it should work actually. I really don't know why it's not working. But let me check the code again, and then we will do it. Okay, so I will move on to the navigation bar. And you know that what I have done, I have found my mistake, and I'm feeling awkward. What I have done, it's not a mistake, it's a blunder. I didn't attach the style sheet with the HTML. Okay, so this is the mistake I have done, and so I would like to, because I have checked the code, everything was fine, and the only mistake I have done it is that I didn't attach the style sheet CSS with this. My apologies for this blunder. Actually, I don't know how I forgot about it. Well, usually I link it first and then I start working on it, and oh gosh. So I just link the style sheet, and now let's check. Okay, so here is the work we have done so far. I'm really sorry that I forgot to attach the style sheet. I'm not feeling, it seems awkward to me that how I did it, but in front of you guys, and even you guys didn't remind me that I didn't attach that, you know. So this is the mistake I have done because of that. The code is fine, everything is fine, it's working and it's looking great. Now let's go to the editor and start working on this navigation bar. Okay, I'm feeling strange about it, really. Now I would like to start coding for the, you know, it seems that I have done such a silly mistake. I haven't attached it. I'm laughing at myself. Okay, so now we have to code for the navigation bar. So let's say nav bar, and then let's have a comment for end of nav bar. Oh, I was just thinking about the code, it was fine. Oh my gosh, not feeling good. Oh, let's move on. Don't think much about this. I have to be careful next time. I'm really sorry, guys. So let's use the nav element and the class, and the class is going to be navbar. Then we have to say navbar expand. Again, it's a Bootstrap class I'm using. Expand and large, and then navbar dark, and main nav bar, and this main nav bar I'm going to use in CSS. And then we have to go with the BG background dark, and main navbar light. Navbar light, again this class I'm going to use in Bootstrap, CSS. And I don't think that I need an ID, but let's have an ID. I don't remember that I'm going to use it or not, or I've used it or not. Just ID is going to be a navbar. Okay, I didn't find a specific name for this, so just manage with this ID. And then I would like to go with the class. The class is going to be container fluid to keep it responsive. Okay, and after this, let's have a button. So the button is going to have a class, and this class is going to be Navbar Toggler. And then let's have a type. The type is going to be button, and then we have to use a data toggle. And yes, the next project is in JavaScript, so don't forget to watch that video. From next video I'm going to start a JavaScript project, and I hope that you guys will like it. And if you guys are interested more about JavaScript, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel JavaScript projects. This is the last video of the static web pages, HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. From next video I'm going to start a JavaScript. Okay, ARIA controls, and the ARIA controls is going to have my nav. Okay, and then I want to use the ARIA expand, and ARIA expanded is going to be false. And then we have to use the ARIA label. ARIA label is going to have a toggle navigation, and toggle navigation, and then we would like to have a span element, assigning it a class. This class is going to be FA bars, and then we like to go with the menu, and the button is done. It's for, this button. This is what I have done for, let me show you from here. And the code we have done is for this button. You guys can see the bar and the menu. Okay, so this is the project we are already on. Now we have to go with the nav elements, or the nav links actually. So for the nav links, after this button, let's have a division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be collapse, and the navbar collapse, and then I would like to go with an ID. The ID is going to be my nav, and then we have to say unordered list, assigning it a class. The class is going to be navbar nav, and margin is going to be auto. And then I would like to go with the list elements, so the class is going to be nav item, and then the first one is going to be active, and then here the href, and then I would like to say I would like to have a class, and the class is going to be nav link. Then the nav link is going to be home. Let me copy this and paste it here. I just want to remove this active class from here, and this button or this nav link is going to be about. Okay, now I want to copy and paste it for several times, so copy it, paste it here, 4, 5. Let me change this. About is going to be new release, and then here this about is going to be testimonial, and then testimonial, and there is a problem in the testimonial spelling, IAL, not IAL. Okay, and then I would like to go with the top seller, and the last one I should have a contact, so copy this, paste it, and it is going to be contact. Okay, let me have a water, glass of water. Okay, and then I would like to say that it is done. Okay, so we do have the home, about, new release, blah 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 blah. Okay, now the next thing is style. So let's go to the style main.css and style this navbar. So for the style, for styling this navigation bar, let's use the main navbar light class, main navbar light LIGHT, and the background here I would like to keep it transparent, and it is not, so I would like to go with the important flag because we are overriding. So okay, so it is transparent, we cannot see the links, but with this the small hand or with this icon you guys can understand that here we have links. Okay, the links color are white, so that's why we cannot see right now. Then we have to go with the Z index, so the Z index is going to be 3. I would like to go with the padding is going to be 0, and the border top is going to be 1 pixel, solid RGBA 0, 0, 0, and then 0.5. Then I would like to use the media queries here, so add media. The maximum width is going to be 991 pixel, and 991 or 992 pixel. Let's go with 991.98 pixels, and then we'll have a main navbar light, and here I would like to go with the background. So not the background, the background, there is some problem. Yep, you know, I didn't have the curly braces, I had a bracket. Okay, so the background is going to be black, and you know, I would like to keep it important because we are overriding again. And then we have to go with the position is going to be relative, and the top is going to be 0. Then would like to go with the padding, and padding is going to be 10 pixels and 15 pixels. Save it. Okay, then now we have to go with another media properties. So first of all, let me copy this one, let me put it here. I would like to go with the same numbers, the same width, maximum width, and then, you know, I made a mistake here, also my column. Okay, and So I would like to go with the main navbar light, and then navbar and navbar nav element, navbar nav class, and then padding bottom. Padding bottom is going to be 10 pixels. Then I would like to have I would like to copy the same selector, and let's have a navbar nav, and then it is descending to nav item, and then nav item is linked with nav link. Okay, and I would like to use the font size. Something going on in my neighbor, so please avoid the background music. Padding top, and the padding top is going to be 1.5 rem, and then I would like to go with the padding bottom, so the padding bottom is also 1.5 rem, 1.5 rem, and then padding left, let's use the padding left. Padding left is going to be 20 pixels, and padding right is also going to be 20 pixels. And then the font weight, it is going to be normal. Okay, and I would like to go with the black color. Then the transformation of the text is going to be none. It's transform, not emphasize, text transform, and it is going to be uppercase. Let me bring it here, uppercase, and then we would like to go with the letter spacing, and the letter spacing is going to be 2 pixels. Then we would like to go with the position, and the position is going to be relative. And let's have a opacity, and the opacity is going to be 1. And you know what, because we are overriding, so I would like to go with the important flag. Okay, so here we are. So it is normal to font read. Let's go with 500. Let's check how does it look with the 500. Okay, and I do have 700 bold. I'm just checking. So I think 500 is good. Okay, so with 500 is better. It's looking nice and good. So now after having this, let's check what we have done. Okay, now we have to use the same selector, navbar light, navbar item, and link. I would like to use the same selector. Okay, let me copy this, paste it, and let's use a pseudo element before, and position is spelling of my position. Position is going to be absolute this time, and bottom is going to be 0, left is also going to be 0, and the content, I don't want to have anything within the content. And let's go with the display. I'll show you what I'm doing here. The display is going to be block, and the width of this is going to be 0, and the height is going to be 2 pixels. And then I would like to go with the background, and the background I would like to go with the main color, and then I would like to go with the transition, and here the transition I would like to say all 0.3 seconds, and ease. Okay, then after having this, I already have this selector. I just paste it here, and I would like to use the hover plus before, and then here I would like to go with the color. So the color is going to be main color. Okay, and then we would like to have a, I don't want to have a before element here, it's only this. And now I would like to copy this one, and here I have to paste it, and let's use the before here, and width is going to be 100%. Okay, let's save it. Okay, and let's see what's going on in the browser. So when I hover over it, there is a line. Okay, and it's looking good to me. This section of code, this one, sorry, is that where is that yeah, this one. Okay, this content, we didn't put any kind of content here because of this, because we are going to show this line. So you can see that when I hover over it, there is a nice underline or nice line which has effect transition of 0.3 seconds ease. Okay, now the next thing we have to do is media query. So at media, the maximum width for this is going to be again 992 pixels. Let's go with 992 pixels. And then I would like to go with the main Navbar light, and then the Navbar, you know what, let me delete it from here and just copy this one. I want this selector. Okay, so let me paste it here. Now I would like to go with the padding. The padding is going to be padding left, and the padding left is going to be 0. Then we are going to go with the padding right. The padding right is also going to be 0. And then we have to go with the padding top. It is going to be 0.7 rems. Then I would like to go with the padding bottom, and the padding, not right, bottom. Okay, and the padding bottom is also going to be 0.7 rem. Now I would like to go with the color. So the color for this is going to be RGBA 255, 255, and then 255, and then 0.7. Okay, then after I would like to go with the same selector, and let's have a hover. So the color for this is going to be white. Okay, and then again let's have a media. At media, this time the maximum width is going to be 768 or 767 pixels. Then I would like to go with the same selector, labeling, and border bottom, and 1 pixel solid, RGBA 255, 255, and then 255, and then I would like to go with the transparency of 0.2. Let's have a semicolon here. Okay, save it. The next thing again the same selector, and I don't need this nav link now. This time I would like to go with the active class and anchor element. Okay, so with this active class, let's have a color, and the color is going to be let's go with the main color. Okay, and the main color, and then after let's have a main Navbar light. Let me bring it here. Main Navbar light, and then again Navbar Toggler, and border is going to be none, and the color here is going to be, I'll show you what I'm doing here. Now I'm good. This one is for the Navbar Toggler. Let me show you for this button. Okay, so now we are coding for this button. Let's go back and editor. So the color is going to be again the main color, and then I would like to go with we are overriding, so let's say important flag, and then we would like to go with the cursor, and the cursor is spelling of the cursor, and the spelling of the cursor is pointer, and then let's go with the padding right. Padding right is going to be 0, and then text transform, and the text transform is going to be uppercase. Then I would like to go with the font size, and the font size is going to be 16 pixels, and then letter spacing is going to be 0.1 em. And let me copy the same selector, paste it here, and let's use focus, and outline is going to be none, and it is going to be important. I've explained this outline in many previous projects. If you don't know about it, please check any previous project. Okay, so we have done with this. Let's go to the browser. First of all, let me check something here. Okay, let's check it on responsive devices for here, and yep. So we do have a menu here. When I click on it, okay, so a nice menu appears. And if you guys don't want to write this menu, only want to go with the bars, it's up to you, go with that. So until now we have done with this section. Now let me have a glass of water, and then we can start working on the hero image or hero section. So where is my water? Okay, now let's start working on hero image. So I'm here on my index, and index.html, and now I would like to remove these extra spaces. So let's remove. Okay, let's have a comment for hero section, and then let's say end of hero section. So within these lines I would like to go with the hero section code. So first of all, I would like to go with the section element here, and the section element is going to have a class, and the class is going to be hero, display flags, align items, center, and then justify content center, and then let's have a division, assigning it a class. The class is going to be container. Okay, let's have another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be raw, and justify content center. And now I would like to go with the division, assigning it a class. Here the class is going to be column, extra large 6, and the breakpoints I'm defining. Then the column large is going to be 8, and I would like to go with the heading 1. The heading 1 is going to be good books, good reads. Okay, and I would like to see it's done. Now we have to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to have a raw, margin top 5, and then justify content center, and then I would like to go with another division, assigning it a class, column extra large 2. Then I would like to go with the column medium 4, and the column 6. Okay, and let's have a division and assigning it a class. And you know what I'm doing here? This is for the hero section, okay, for the title and the other things. But let me tell you, this one is for the category section I've mentioned here on the hero section. So these categories, okay, these boxes, now I am coding for these boxes, or these are the categories I have defined over this hero image. Okay, in these categories this book publishing company is dealing. So I'm going to code for these 4 boxes or 4 categories. Okay, so here I'm going to use a class category, and then I have to go with the font awesome icon class, and it is going to be FESFA hat wizard, and okay, hat wizard. And then I would like to go with the heading 3 here. So the heading 3 is going to have a href, and then I would like to go with the children's books, and save it. Now we have to go with the second category. So for the second category, you know what I'm going to do? I just want to copy this one and let me paste it here. I just want to change the icon and the title. So the icon is going to be FESFA hand spoke, okay, hand spoke, and FESFA hand spoke. And then here I would like to go with the fictions. So this is a second category, fictions. And then I would like to go with the comments again here. Another, let's check what's going on here. Okay, children fictions, children's book. And this time this icon is going to be monument. So monument, and here it is going to be history. Okay, then after I would like to change this icon, and it is going to be palette, and this is going to be art. Oops. Here art. Okay, and then again, oops, then I have to go with another one, and here it is going to be open cart, and it is going to be FAB. Okay, FA open cart, and in place of this I would like to go with marketing. Let's save it. Okay, so we do have 1 2 3 4 5 categories, and now after this let's start styling this section. Okay, I'm going to do main.css, and here let's have a comment for hero section, and I copy and paste it here, and I should say end of heroes section, so end. Let's save it. Excuse me. So now I would like to go with the hero class, and it has a width is going to be 100%, and the height is going to be 100 view height. Okay, then I would like to go with the background, and the background is going to have an image, so the image is going to be the URL, and I do have an image in the images folder, and the image name is hero in my case, and then I would like to say top center, and the background size is going to be cover, and position is going to be relative. Let's save it. Go on to the browser. So here is the hero image. Okay, so now back to the browser editor, and let's use the hero before the pseudo element, where the content is going to be nothing, and the background is going to be RGBA 0, 0, 0 and 0.6. Then I would like to go with the position, and the spelling of my position is it's going to be absolute. Let me bring it here. Okay, bottom is going to be 0, top is also going to be 0, and the left is going to be 0 again, and right is going to be 0 again. Then I would like to go with the hero container class, so hero, and then the container class, and the position spelling of my position is relative, and then padding top, it is going to be 74 pixels. Then I would like to go with the text alignment, and it's going to be center. Let's save it. Okay, so it is hard to read, but I can see you guys will see this in few minutes. hero heading 1. Okay, not few minutes, few seconds. Margin is going to be 0, where the font size is going to be 56 pixels, and the font weight I would like to go with bold, and then I would like to go with the line height. The line height is going to be 64 pixels, and then I would like to go with the color. The color is going to be white. Let's save it. Okay, so now you can see good books, good reads. And you know what I have here? I have a dot. Let's go and check this. Have this dot, okay? So here in my markup, here heading 1, and let's have a span element, and here in the span let's have a dot. So you can see a dot here, but we can style this dot also. It is appearing there, but if we use the color white, it's okay. It's proper for this span element. Okay, so here it is. Now we have to go with the hero category. So these categories, and we are going to create them, have a border around them, text, and these icons. Okay, so we have to work on these things now. Here is the hero and the category class. So padding, I would like to go with 30 pixels and then 20 pixels. Transition, ease in, out, and 0.3 seconds. Let's choose the border, 1 pixel solid. The border is white, and the height of this is going to be 100%. Okay. Then I would like to go with the text align, and the text alignment is going to be center. So okay, so you guys can see the border 1 pixel, and text is in the center, but text is too big. So what we have to do now, let's use the same class, the same selector, hero category, and font awesome icon. Okay, and then font size is going to be 32 pixels here. Then the line height is going to be 1, and the color for this is going to be the main color. And now I would like to go with the hero category heading 3, and the font weight is going to be bold. And then margin is going to be 10 pixels, 0 and 0 and 0. Okay, then I would like to go with the padding. The padding is going to be 0 again. Line height is going to be 1 here. Font size is going to be 20 pixels, and then line height, this line height is going to be 26 pixels. Okay, let's save it and let's see. So here we are, it's looking nice. we need to change the colors now, color of these heading 3 boxes. And then we have to go with let me get the same selector actually, and I have to use anchor tag. So here color, let's change the color. The color is going to be white. And the transition, so transition is going to be ease in out 0.3 seconds. Now I would like to get this selector. I want to paste it here, hover up, and the border color. The border color here is going to have a main color, and I would like to go with the category also. So let me copy this one, paste it here, and hover. Now I would like to go with the border color again, border color and main color. And now I would like to go with the media queries. So at media, the maximum width for this is going to be 1024 pixels, where the hero class is going to have a background attachment, and I would like to go with fixed. And then I want to go with another media query, where the maximum width is going to be 768 pixels, and the hero is going to have a height of auto. Then let me bring it here. Okay, height is going to be auto, and then I would like to go with the hero heading 1, and the heading 1 is going to have a font size. So the font size is going to be 28 pixels, and then I would like to go with the line height. The line height is going to be 36 pixels, and hero, hold on, I just want to check something. It's heading 3, and the font size, here the font size is going to be 20 pixels, plus the line height is going to be 24 pixels. Let's save it and move on to the browser. So here we are, and this is our hero image with the title and the categories section. Let's check it to the responsive, and here you guys can see that it is looking nice and good. If anything is not looking good, this one, please fix it on your own. I'll try to fix it, but okay. So we have done until now, until this hero section. Now we have the next thing is this about section, and let's go and start working on this about section. Okay, I'm in the editor, index.html. let me have a glass of water. Okay, so let's remove these extra spaces from here, and now we have to start working on our about section. So first of all, I would like to go with the about section, and then let's say end of about section. I need some room here. Okay, I would like to go with the section element and assigning a class. The class is going to be about margin top 5, and then we have to go with the division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be container. Okay, let's have a division and assigning it a class. The class is going to be raw, and justify content between, and I have found a mistake here, it's a container. Okay, and justify content between. Then we have to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column extra large 6, and then column large 6, and column. These are the breakpoints, and these are the defined classes in Bootstrap. Okay, and then division, assigning it a class about, and it's about description, margin bottom 50. Okay, so let's have a title here, and end of the title. So what I'm doing here, title. Now we are here within this title. Let's start having a title, and for this division, assigning it a class is going to be section title, margin bottom 35, then heading 2, and I'm just saying who we are. Okay, and then after, let's have a p element, some dummy text. Lorem could be 25 words, and I would like to copy this again, p element twice. Okay, then I would like to go with another division here. Let's save it. Let me show you first what's going on in the browser. Here we are. So this is the text. Okay, let's have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw, and division, and this raw is also a Bootstrap class. Okay, it's a predefined Bootstrap class. So let's have a class of division class. Column is going to be extra large 6, then large is going to be 6 again, and then column medium 6, and then column small 6. Okay, here I would like to say division class, and this class is going to be experience, span element, and I would like to go with some numbers, so 0, 600,000 and 69, and then I would like to go with the p element with a variety of books. Let's have another division, assigning it a class, and this time it is going to have a column. You know what, I just want to get the same class from here, paste it here, 6, 6, and 6, and then I would like to close it. Again, I would like to go with the same class, and let me copy this one also, paste it here, and here in place of this number, let's say 3039 latest books, latest books, and now let me show you what's going on here, then we will be back. Okay, so now we have to acquire the image, this side or right side. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let's have a division, assigning a class, column, extra large, 5, then column, large, 6, column, medium, 9, let's use a offset, medium, 1, and then offset, small, 1. Let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be about right section, because I'm going to work with the right section. Division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be about right image, and then I would like to go with the image, and I do have image in my images folder. Image name is about.jpg, and I think previously I forgot to mention this alt tag, so please go with this and give it a meaningful name. It's a good SEO practice and good for SEO too. And let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to have image box. And let's have a span element here. Within this span element we would like to go with 20, and then I would like to go with the P element with years of experience. Save it, move on to the browser. Wow, we do have such a large image we have. Okay, we'll fix this issue, don't worry about it. Let's go to the main.css style section, and here we have to style this. So first of all, let me go with the about section. Let's go with the end of about section. Then let's have a about class with about description, and the P element where the font size is going to be 16 pixel, and then color for this is going to be black, and I would like to go with the line height. So the line height is going to be 1.6, margin bottom is going to be 58 pixels, and the padding right is going to be 50 pixels. Let's use some media queries here. So the media is media only screen, and min width is going to be 992 pixels. Hold on. And the maximum width, I'm just declaring the max width also here. So the maximum width is going to be 1199 pixels, where the about and the about description p element is going to have a padding right of 20 pixels. Okay, save it. Now let's use another media query here, and only screen and minimum width is going to be 576 pixels, and the max width is going to be 767 pixels. Here the about description p element is going to have a padding right of 0 pixels. Okay, then again we want to go with here add media, and let's say maximum width for this is going to be 575 pixels, where the about and about p element is going to have a padding right 0 pixel, and it's about class. Okay, then after we have to go with the about experience class, experience, and the span element, where the color is going to be main color, and the font size, it should be 60 pixels, and the font weight is going to be normal. Then let me bring it here again, media query, and only screen, and the minimum width for this is going to be 992 pixels, and the max width is going to be 1199 pixels. About, and then experience class, and the span element is going to have a font size of 42 pixels, and again add media, only screen, and the minimum width for this, I don't know, minimum width for this is going to be 576 pixels, and the max width is going to be 767 pixels. About experience, and then let's have a span element where the font size here the font size is going to be 45 pixels. And again we need to use at media, and the maximum width for this is going to be 575 pixels. And about experience span element, the font size 45 pixels. Let's have a about and about right section. The position for this is going to be relative, and let me bring it here. At media, the maximum width for this is going to be 575 pixels. About experience, about right section, and here the padding top. Padding top is going to be 50 pixels. And again at media, on the screen, and the minimum width for this is going to be 768 pixels, and the maximum width is going to be 991 pixels. And then we have to use about and about right section, where padding top is going to be 50 pixels. Then again we have to go with the media screen for the right section. So at media, on the screen, and the minimum width is going to be 992 pixels. I'll put it here. And the maximum width is going to be 1199 pixels. And then after right section is going to have a padding top. Padding top is going to be 50 pixels. And let me get it, and I just want to change the numbers. Okay, copy this, paste it here. Here the minimum is going to be 576 pixels and 767 pixels. And then after about and about right section, padding top is going to be 50 pixels. Then I would like to get the same media, and here I would like to go the same selector. I like to go with this same selector, and I have to go with the hold on, I think, oh, I'm sorry, I'm repeating it, my apologies. 7 pixel right section, and top is 50 pixel. I've just repeated this line, my apologies for this. Now let's have a about, and about right section with the about right image, and the image here is going to have a width of 100%, and the margin bottom is going to be 15 pixels. Okay, then we have to go with the, let me get the selector from here, copy this, paste it here, about right section, and let's have a image box where the position is going to be absolute, and the bottom is going to be -7 pixels. Then we would like to go with the left, and the left is going to be -33 pixels. The width is going to be 179 pixels, and the height is going to be 180 pixels, and the padding is going to be 31 pixels, then 10 pixels, and let's have a background. Background is going to have a main color, and the text align is going to have a center value. Let's see what's going on. Okay, image is still too massive, so I need to work, still need to work. Yep. I need to check something. Let me check. Okay. So let's do something, and that something is, let's have a class here of image fluid. Okay, so we can fix this issue by using image fluid also. Image fluid, sorry, not fluid, image fluid. But we can, let me just check that the image margin bottom is done. Okay, so we can go use the image fluid class here. Then after image box, this image box is this one. Okay, we are working on this image box, and the kids in my neighbors, so bear with me please. Now we have to go with the media screen actually again, and at media the maximum width is going to be 575 pixels, and let's use the about and about right section with the image box, and the left is going to be 0, the width is going to be 128 pixels, height is going to be 145 pixels, padding is going to be 8 pixels and then 10 pixels. Please avoid the background noise. It's my neighbor's kids, they are playing. So the image box we have done with, and the media, and now again we have to go with the, let me get this selector, okay, and paste it here. And I would like to go with the pseudo element before, where width is going to be 0, height is also going to be 0, border style is going to have solid, border width is going to be 0, 0, 31 pixels and 34 pixels, and border color is going to be transparent, and then transparent, and then we have to use mean color here, that's my column, and mean color transparent. Okay, now we have to use the position, and the position is going to be absolute. Let's use the top is going to be -29 pixels, and the content is going to have nothing. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Hold on. Right, this one, this edge or this corner, so this is what we are coding for. Okay, we have done coding for this, code is for this corner, okay, or this edge. Now we have to go with the span element, so let me get it from here, paste it here. Let's say span element, where the color is going to be black, the font size is going to be 50 pixels, and I would like to go, I do have a same selector here, and let's use the P element, where the color is going to be black, the font size is going to be 15 pixels, and 15 pixels, and then I would like to go with I do have this selector. Let me paste this selector here, but I'm not going to use the image box. I'm going to use the P element, where the font size is going to be 22 pixels, and the font weight, let me get it from here, is going to be lighter. And then I would like to go with the padding right, so the padding right is I'm going to have a 13 pixels, and then I would like to go with the line height. So the line height is going to be 1.5, and then again we have to go with the media, and this media is going to have a maximum width, and it is going to be 575 pixels, and about description, the margin bottom is going to be 35 pixels. Let's save it. Move on to the browser. Okay, let's check the responsiveness of this section. So here in the inspect, okay, so you guys can see that it is also responsive. Everything stacked nicely on top of each other. Okay, so this is the about us section. Now we have to code for this most selling section, and then after I'm going to stop it here. Then in the second part of this video we will start the testimonial and the rest of this website. Okay, the rest section of this website. So don't forget to watch the second part, the second section, before asking the code. I'm surely I'll give you the code, I'll share the code, but please try to watch the second part too. After watching the second part, you guys can ask the code. I'm willing to share the code with you guys. Okay, so please watch the second part. I'm going to stop it after coding this section, and then the testimonial section, I'm going to code it in the second part. Okay, so let's go to the editor and start styling the most selling section here. So in the most selling section, or for this, let me bring it here. First of all, let me remove these extra spaces. No, here. And okay. And yes, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel, and don't forget, yes, you have to, please, you have to subscribe the channel, because from the next video after the second part, I'm going to start the JavaScript projects. So if you are interested in learning the JavaScript projects, subscribe the channel. And selling section, and here we go. So let's start it with the section element. Let me have a glass of water. Okay, in the section element, with the section element, let's have a class. The class is going to be selling section with margin top 5. Let's have a division here, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be container. Let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be text center. Let's have a heading 2 with a class. The class is going to be section heading text uppercase, padding bottom 3, and the title is most selling books. You guys can increase, I'm using only 3. You guys can increase the books or the number of items in this section. Okay, so the class is going to be raw division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column large 4, and let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be card. Let's have a division assigning it a class, and this class is going to be cover, and then let's have a cover 1, and then division assigning it a class, and this class is going to have a content, then heading 3, some dummy text, and after this lorem ipsum, let's have a image is in the source. The image source is it is in the images folder, and the image is book 3. I would like to have a class here. This class is going to be image fluid for the responsiveness, and yes, alt, and then I would like to go with another division assigning it a class. This class is going to cover and cover 2, and heading 2, and heading 2 is going to have author name, let's save it. So for my convenience, first of all, let's go to the, not here, here we are. So okay, so we do have a title, the image, and the author name. What I'm going to do now, I just want to copy and paste it. Okay, so I want to copy and paste it. See, 2, 3, save it and see. Okay, so we do have 3 cards. Now what I have to do, I just want to change the images. So here I just want to change one image. It's going to be 2, book 2, and let's check. I don't have not book 2, it's books 2. Sorry, my image name is books 2, and why I can't get it here. Let me check again. Mistake. Here is the image. This is the image, and now we have to go to the CSS and start styling this section. Okay, so here in the CSS, actually here is the CSS. Let's have it. Okay, let me delete these spaces. Okay, here let's have a what is that? Yeah, selling section. Okay, just let me name it selling section or move selling section, and end of selling section. Okay, so here first of all we do have a card class where the position is going to be relative. The width for this is going to be 300 pixels, and height is going to be 400 pixels. Then I would like to go with the margin. The margin is going to be 0 and auto. Then I would like to go with the background. It's going to be white. Box shadow 0, 10 pixels, 40 pixels. Then we do have a main color. Let's go with the card cover class, where position is going to be absolute here, and bottom is going to be 0, left is going to be 0 again, width would be 100%, and the height is also going to be 100%, and the display is going to be flex. Then the justify content is going to be center. Align items are also going to be center. Let me bring it here. Copy this, paste it here, and we'll cover 1. Where the box sizing not shadow, sorry, box sizing is going to have a border box, and the padding is going to be 20 pixels. Now let me copy this one, paste it here, padding 2, margin is going to have 0, padding is going to be 0. Now we have to, I do have the same selector, but in place of 1 let's use 2, and the background is going to be 1, and the transition 0.5 seconds. Now we use card nth child, and it's going to be 1. Then we have to go with the cover, and cover 2, not that, cover 2, where the background is going to have a linear gradient 45 degrees. Let's use the color ECB14 and ECB14C actually, and then we have to use another color CD45E, and then we have to go with the card hover, and then cover and cover 2, where the height is going to be 60 pixels, and let me get this class here, and before, spelling of before, card cover 2 and before, and here in the before element let's use the content, and the content is going to have a position absolute, top is going to be 0, left is also going to be 0, width is going to be 50%, height is going to have 100%, background is going to be RGBA 255, it is going to be 1. Okay, I don't want to go with that, let's go with 1 and 0.1, and let me get this class from here, copy this, paste it here, and it is going to have a heading 2. So the margin is going to be 0, padding is going to be 0 again, font size is going to be 2 em, and the color I would like to go with black. Then the transition is going to be 0.5 seconds. Text shadow is going to have 0, 2 pixels, 5 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0, and 0.2. And let me bring it here. I do have the same selector, heading 2, where the font size is going to have 2 em. Let's save it and let's see what's going on in the browser. Okay, so this is the most selling section. When I hover over it, author name, it goes down, and the image, the book cover and the book title appear here. So if you want to keep the book cover here, you can. I like to go with this style. Let's check the responsiveness of this section too, and then we will stop it here. And the next part of this website, we are going to go in the second part. Okay, so here we go. It is responsive, and let's close it. So I hope that you guys like this until now. In the next video, we will complete this, we will finish this, we'll start from the testimonial section. I will complete this tab sections, contact form, and the footer section. So I hope that you guys like this video. If so, don't forget to subscribe the channel. I'll see you in the second part, with the second part of this video. Hasta la vista. Ciao, ciao.